Good morning. It's a very early morning here. It's 5 a.m. and this is a foreigner in the Philippines. Well, as you will know, we're going through trials and tribulations, as it used to be known. We are headed today up to an early morning start, and we're heading up to Tagbilaran, which is about a 3-hour drive. We've got some stuff to do on the way. We have to drop off some money that has been sent to us to pass on to the schools. So we have a few things, but we will finally get up to Tagbilaran, and then we will have to look around for an attorney. I just wanted to clear up a few things. Right now we need all the support that we can get. We would love it if all of our subscribers who are following our case faithfully and lending their shoulder to the wheel, helping us with the support that we need. As we've been saying in our videos of late, since we were held to an agreement with the DSWD, we are not looking to solicit funds. We are not doing that. In fact, our MO has never been to ask for money. And we have many emails now which have been sent to us, which we will record and present as evidence at our hearing, that we do not directly ask for any help. Our MO, and which has always been the case, and that is to show human interest stories. Now, if anybody wants to help with that, that is entirely their decision, and it's not through any begging on our part. Now, as far as support goes, all of the communication that comes in, it's a no-brainer. It falls into two categories. One will be the negative, and the other will be the positive. Now, I count anything that gives us good advice as to what we should be doing in a positive way as positive. Now, the naysayers are going to be the ones where, I told you that this was going to happen. I told you this months ago. These are the ones that are doing the covert guilt trippers, and they're the ones that seek to establish how they always knew everything. They sit on their butts at home with their finger poised over the keyboard, and that's the extent to which they help. Sorry, but that's how I see it. Now, yesterday we had numerous cries for help, which we have tried to do as good neighbours, parishioners of the church that we are heavily involved with, and we try to help. Now, sorry, we've got an infestation of bugs at the moment flying about. You can either help by supporting, saying I support you, or you can go somewhere else to one of the hater sites. When you're looking, if you have made a comment and you are checking up on your comment and you're looking through the other comments, you'll get a good picture of where people stand, and their username will be there and it will identify them. Now, how will you identify the negative and the positive? It's real easy. If they're miscommunicating, if they're misquoting what has been said on our site, that's where they are. They're what I call covert trolls. They're hiding their trollism under little compliments where I love what you do, and on all of this, but then they'll go into the negative. Now, let me just make it clear. We have been trying our best for 18 months to get a permit to do good work. We've been doing our best all along. We first went into the DSWD with a form which was to solicit funds, a permit to solicit funds. We filled the form out and we took it into the DSWD in Taliban. And they looked at the form, and I don't think that they'd ever seen it before, because people have not been doing it. But there is something about the nature of what Beth and I do that strikes a chord. And that chord is either in the major or it's in the minor. And the minor are very vocal about what they do. Now this is where you guys who are positive about what we do can step up and say so. You can do it simply. You don't have to put long comments on there. You don't have to write glowing reports about how wonderful you think we are. We're not looking for that. But if you subscribe, it makes a huge difference. Now, the others, the vocal, covert trolls, as I call them, they're the ones that right away, as soon as we started work, were there busy saying, you've got to do this and you've got to do that. And one actually sent us the number of the form that we had to fill out. Well, we downloaded that form and we filled it out and we took in the fee to the DSWD. Here we are, sir, ma'am, can we fill out this, pay our fee and get back to work? And they looked at the form and said, where are your funds coming from? Well, at that time, although we did have people in the Philippines following what we did, they were in no better, or not a whole lot better shape than the people that we were helping. So they were just subscribers. The others were from America, from Germany, from all over the world. So they were from the funds that came in to support projects that people felt moved by, were from abroad. A DSWD lady was very polite. She was amazed that at that time we had only built, I think, 3 or 4 houses. And she said, this form is no good. This is only for soliciting funds in the Philippines. So the form was rejected. What she did do was she said, I will make a letter which will go into a file which will show that you have tried to do something. We said, thank you, that's great, and we'll go away and we'll try to find out how we can do this. Now let's fast forward that to the last few months. Since about April, we have been trying our best to fulfill the requirements to have a non-profit organization. Now, when we went some time ago to the DSWD to talk about what we could do in order to be able to go into some kind of organized legal situation, they said, you'll need 1 million pesos in order to form a foundation. Now, we went in to see the head of the DSWD, but all that we saw was a young lady who was doing the best to inform us of what we should need. 1 million pesos, it was beyond, think of you, anything, 1 million anything in any country, no matter what the exchange rate is for this country or that country, 1 million pesos is 1 million. 1 million bananas, 1 million apples is a lot. We didn't have that, and we said, you know, if we're stopped from doing what we're doing, the people that we help will not be helped. But we went away and we tried to find other ways that we could do it. And we finally came up with, after a meeting with the DSWD, are you listening, trolls? With the DSWD, go for a non-stock, non-profit. Now, the DSWD then said, we'll help you. We'll help you to push this through. That was in something like April. So, bring it forward. We came, we went to an attorney. Can you do this for us? He said, yes, it'll probably take about a month. A month later, we met with him and he said, sorry, I went to the DSWD, I went to Cebu and tried to do this, and unfortunately I'm not computer savvy enough, so sorry, I can't do it, here's your money back. We then found help in the form of the Village of Hope orphanage, where Jam, the director that is there, helped us through the paperwork, and we submitted the paperwork. Are you listening? We submitted the paperwork months ago in order to comply. We complied with all of the requirements. We gave them the information that they need. We are all brought up to date, as you will see in any video that we have made. We state whenever we have received funds and who it's from. The only thing that you might need more information on, were you a government body, is that some of the money that has been sent to us is under a code name because the person wants to remain anonymous. Given that, it's all there on video. It's not that we don't have records. We have records. We have over 5,000 videos telling everything that we do. Just about the only thing that people don't know is the size of my underpants right now. We are completely, utterly transparent and have always been, and that is why people trust us. So, records on computer. We have records on computer, and every time that we finished a house, we gave an accounting of what was there. Now, we even showed on camera, we'd hold up the bill like this. We would show the girl at Ambercon, at Ambercon Hardware, we would show the girl, sales girl, writing out the invoice of what we needed and what the price was, and the money exchanging hands. And a lot of the time we started a project and we didn't have the money to finish it. That's what we call a leap of faith. Now, I've been fielding comments at 4 o'clock this morning, 3:30 actually. I've been fielding comments who are saying, well, the law is the law, and it doesn't matter what the good deeds that you're doing, it's the law. We are complying with the law, and don't tell me that it doesn't matter that we are doing good deeds, helping people in need. Don't tell me that. It doesn't matter to you sitting in your armchair, but it does matter to me and to Beth and to all that work at bringing help to people that otherwise might be living without hope. So, we are complying, but we are not being given the approval. We complied months ago with our application for non-stock, non-profit status. Months ago. And over a month ago, we were asked by the SEC to pay the fee. As far as we were concerned, that was a done deal. And they told us, you'll hear from us in a month. That was a month ago. And what have we heard? We've heard that we're required by subpoena to appear on Tuesday, tomorrow. Now, when did we get that? We got that subpoena on Friday night at 5:30 in the dusk, in the end of the day. I signed a form saying I'd received that subpoena, 5:30. Saturday, no one's working. Sunday, no one's working. Monday, here we are. And we're advised to bring an attorney over. Try finding an attorney over the weekend, which is exactly what we tried to do. There's one particular office in Taliban that has about 3 or 4 or maybe 5 attorneys who are willing to help. Saturday, guess what? They're closed. Monday, the hearing is at 10 a.m. tomorrow. We are supposed to be there at 10 a.m. and as the subpoena states, if we're not there, then we could be held in contempt. Fine. How are we supposed to be able to organize our side of the coin in that time? So, this is all carefully planned as far as we are concerned. Now, we have everything that we've got for our application, and we have all of our documents, and we're going in tomorrow and we will present our case. But meantime, what you can do is you can subscribe, because the fact is that should we be refused our application, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our work on our own money. Now here's another thing somebody said, they're not as, if you look on Social Blade, you'll find out that they're earning very well out of their YouTube. If you don't mind, we work 24/7. We make up to 10 videos a day. 10 videos a day, as well as do the work that we do. And we come home, and when everybody else is kicking back and watching 4 hours of television, we edit and upload those videos. How do you know? Go and have a look. It's all on YouTube. Everything that I'm saying is all verifiable on YouTube, just by the nature of how we work. So, we earn our money. How much is this princely sum that we're earning? It's not much in dollars. It's about $6,000, maybe $7,000 a month is an estimated view. Now, that's between two people working like dogs the whole day, 24/7. Right. What does that represent if we were in America? Not very much. But here we do fine, and we've never ever asked for anything for ourselves. In fact, for those people who have so kindly written to me and said, what can we do for you? I've said this is the most difficult question for us to be able to answer, because we have a roof over our heads, we have a great family set up, we have an extended family that we love and care for, and who love and care for us. What more do we want? We eat well, irrespective of those people who think that I'm being fed Winkles all the time and sardines on toast every day. We eat well, we live fine, we're not needing of anything for ourselves. We're fine, thank you, and we are able to save. We live very modestly and we save what we earn. So therefore we're able to buy the things that we need, like trucks, and we're able to do that. Now, we could have gone out and done what most people do and bought a Ford Ranger and paid for it on finance. We didn't do that. We bought a bus. Why do we need a bus? Well, actually, we don't really need a bus for us, for the family of Terence and Beth. Well, we could have had a Ford Ranger, and wouldn't that have been nice? But how many school kids could we get in that? How many children going to church every Sunday? Of the 40, 60, sometimes 80 kids that on various trips we had to get to church and get them home again safely. We needed a jeepney bus, and that's what we bought. It's for our work. Now, if we could just have a little support to help us to get our non-profit, non-stock, non-profit status, we will just go on and do our work. And that's all that we're asking for, and all that we've ever wanted. Right? We're not here, as we always say. Anybody that comes to stay with us is not coming for a white beach pina colada vacation, because we don't have any time for that. They're coming to look at what we do. Right now we have Kerry from Australia, and he's coming, and he's going to come along with us to the hearing today. So, the trolls, all of the ones who know everything, they know all about the rules and they know all about the laws, and they're telling us you must comply. Listen, we're complying. And we just need the paperwork to be processed. And that's not up for us to do. We can't do it. All that we can do is hand over the paperwork and then wait. And that's what we've been doing. Meantime, the house that has just been finished, I have to emphasize, was done by Pastor Timio for his congregation. It was done for a member of his congregation, a lady with 2 children who has been sitting through the last typhoon with a roof that will not stop the rain coming in. And finally, just out of sheer compassion, Pastor Timio has taken the money that we had ready for that work and done the job. That's the situation. And for those who are saying you're spoiling it for yourself, you should be doing this and doing that and not showing anybody. You should be doing it and hiding it so that you help your case. We've never hidden anything. The records are there, and now that this has come about, they will be submitted to a CPA. The CPA will go through those. If there is anything that he needs confirmation of, guess what he'll do? He'll be able to go to the appropriate video where all will be revealed and has been revealed all along. We're not into hiding. We're not into telling things that are not so. We're into helping, and we'd just like to be allowed to do that. This is a foreigner in the Philippines. You will, of course, be finding out what happened at the hearing tomorrow, whether anything is actually decided or not. We should have the right to have time to prepare a case, to find the right attorney who will help us, who is good at doing that kind of work, and maybe it will be that will be the decision, that we should wait until we've had time to do that. Or we'll simply present the truth. We'll present what we've been doing. And how will we hide something that we have been transparent with all along? So all of you know-it-all people who come on and show us how clever you are and how easy it would be to just, why don't you just wait? How would anybody wait when a small child comes who has a lump in his chest, who is barely, 3 or 4 years old, and obviously has to go to the hospital, first to the local hospital, a doctor, to be told to go and have ultrasound, which we know very well, and that's what we did on the video. We said on the video, well, this child, he needs to go to the hospital. Now, at first we thought we'd take them directly with us to Tagbilaran. We do that as a good neighbour. We would do that as somebody who is helping another member of the congregation of the church that we attend, that we are part of. We do that for them anyway. So, where do we get the money for that? We've been given the money. We have been given the money free and clear by our good supporters who quite legally send pledges to Patreon, which is a thriving multi-billion-dollar organization which will allow this to happen legally. And those people that have pledged to Patreon for us, that is for us to use as we see fit. We are given the judgment rights on that. Now, instead of going off and doing stuff for ourselves, we choose to use that as an emergency slush fund, if you like, to help people like that kid that came yesterday who can't help himself, and other cases. So, sorry if it sounds like a vent, a semi-vent, or whatever, a covert vent. So be it. We'll be back very soon with a video saying how we're doing, and we hope you'll be there for us. Meantime, please share. If all of the people that watch our videos got one other person via a share to subscribe, if that 70-something% of the people that watch our videos just subscribed, that's all. All you have to do is subscribe. We can enjoy a spike which will take us to 200,000. Beth and I have pledged that when we get to 200,000, we will be able to fund everything that we do right now with our own money, money that we will have earned. Money that we will have earned. And we pledge to do what we're doing now without going on and showing a single reason that anybody should send us money. We'll do it ourselves, thank you. But we will do what we are asked to do. If someone comes for help, sorry, I can't. There may be people out there that can do. Apparently there are 3 or 4 people out there that can give a thumbs down to a small child who has a lump in his chest. Boy, how do you sleep at night? You may be able to give it a thumbs down, but Beth and I can't. This is a foreigner in the Philippines. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. That's what we're asking. Not asking for money. This is not an attempt to solicit funds. It's an attempt to get people to step up and do what they can, which will not cost you anything and will not be a fee generating thing for you in the future. It's a subscription, but it's a free subscription, and it will help enormously. Thanks for looking. Bye for now.